What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. We know it's been several weeks. We had so much going down. I went out of town for almost 2 weeks, and then after that, we had Thanksgiving.
Out of town, out of the country.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm from out of town.
Yeah.
So we went to Florence. We started in Florence, and then we ended up in London. No drink for you today other than wine. These two bottles are something that I tried in Florence, and I loved it so much that I bought it, and then
really good wine.
So the one that we're drinking now, so you can probably get a better view of it from Matthew's glass. It might look like a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio or a Cabernet.
Piss.
Yeah.
Someone that ate asparagus.
Yeah. Sauvignon Blanc. But it's actually wine made from oranges, not grapes or whatever else that they usually or typically make wine from, but yummy, fun time. The vineyard that actually made this has one of the biggest citrus gardens, because citrus doesn't really grow well over there except for in the southern part of Italy. So they have one of the largest citrus gardens, just private gardens, just because the guy liked citrus. And they have oranges and limes and shit just growing on their little compound that they got. But anyway, this wine is made from oranges, so fun fact.
I wonder the process of where does wine, how does it differ from making moonshine? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this dude has tons of sugar and oranges, and you know what I mean? Where does that process?
I think it's how many teeth they have.
Yeah, exactly. This is fine wine. No, bitch, that's moonshine. Oh, man. Does it burn? I ain't drinking it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but it was cool out there. They the tractors that all the vineyards had were Lamborghini tractors, because Lamborghini used to make tractors.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was
That's cool.
Yeah. So back in the day, so Ferrari made tractors, and Mr. Lamborghini went to Enzo Ferrari because he had an issue with his tractor.
Yeah.
And Enzo was a dick, and he said, this is how Lamborghini and Ferrari started. So
I'm learning something right now.
Yeah. So Lamborghini went to Ferrari and said, hey, I'm having an issue with this tractor. The clutch is f***ed up. Or there's something that was going on with it. And Enzo said, well, if you think you can make a better tractor, then I welcome you to it. So Lamborghini left and made his own tractor, and then now they make their own cars, and so
that's just crazy. That's what led to their car.
And not once did I see a Ferrari tractor. I only saw Lamborghini tractors. So guess who's superior in that aspect? So,
Damn.
Yeah.
Over here, we just got John Deere.
Yeah, goddamn John Deere, boy. I'll put that deer will run. Nothing runs like a deer.
Oh, man. Could you imagine pulling up in Jay with a Lambo tractor?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's so fun.
All the teeth would fall out.
They'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Get kicked out real fast.
How'd you get that? From Italy.
Yeah. We don't like them Italians.
Right. So the guy that actually washes our cars, he has a Lamborghini engine steamer. Lamborghini makes a steamer that steams the interior of a car. And
Just when you think you heard it all.
Yeah. I didn't even know they made that.
I have to have my engine steamed.
Yeah, because I asked him the other day, I was like, who is the most assholey car owner? What brand of car is
I was about to say your brother.
So, and he's like, dude, it's actually the people who think they're car people just because they bought one expensive car. And they think that they know everything, but all they really know is just what's on the window sticker because they memorized it.
Yeah,
and he's like, I get people all the time that call me and say, I have a Lambo, so what can you do for me? He's like, I got a Lamborghini too, talking about a steamer.
Nice.
I was like, yeah, that's fun.
Oh my gosh.
But he's the type of dude that he doesn't give a shit about money. He doesn't give a shit about the cars. He just gives a shit about his business.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. He said it's the same price to wash an SVJ Aventador and a Toyota Corolla because they're the same size.
Yeah, dude. When I used to do auto glass, this guy pulled in with the Maserati, and he just thought one of those things I need to know what kind of paint you're gonna put on this car, this and that. He's like, the same damn paint I'm putting on that Geo Metro over there. You think your shit's special? Dude.
As long as the paint codes match, it's gonna look the same.
Last time I checked, your tires are rubber and your paint's paint.
That's right.
That's it. You are no better than the guy that just drove off.
Exactly.
Yeah, get over yourself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, football's football. Look at what Gators did. Turned out,
I know, dude.
finished
Against
strong.
FSU,
God.
I took the point spread.
Ole Miss, LSU, dude. We put it on.
I know
the
that
last
Florida,
3 weeks.
Florida's getting dangerous. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say anything because I'm superstitious, but we might do it this year.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, 2025 is going to be awful good.
Yeah, and so I took the point spread. It was 19.5 for Florida State. And Florida beat them by more than that. And I'm like, fuck. Because I thought that Florida State being a rivalry, being in Florida State, I figured that they'd keep it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But they did.
Dude, I told you, man, 24 if we show up, win by 19, and lose by 3 if we don't show up.
Yeah.
And, that whole thing. That was good, though. Dude, last weekend, there were so many fights from planting the flag. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, first off, you teams, right? You have 60 minutes to fight it out on the field. If you don't want to see a flag get planted, beat them. You got beat. Go on about your day. Yeah. Last year, Florida State players planted a flag at the Gators. Mm-hmm. They were showing the players like tearing up the sod in the end zone and putting it in their helmet so they could take it. And it's like, all right, we plant a flag and now y'all want to fight? Yeah. It's not our fault you went 2-10. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where was all this fight all year long? They didn't get mad and stop Jacksonville State from planting a flag when they lost. Yeah, so, but we're the bad guys.
Who's Florida play this weekend or tomorrow?
Oh, well, our season's over till the bowl games. So tomorrow is the SEC championship, all the championship games.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Georgia.
Already?
Georgia and Texas are playing in the SEC championship rematch. I'm going Texas. I think Texas is going to get them.
Like 100% Texas?
Yeah, dude. They didn't show up in the season. Georgia, no, dude. I think Texas is going to show the up.
Where are they playing?
It's Atlanta.
Atlanta? Okay. Is that like the new area? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were, if it was like the Super Bowl. And they
no,
just
the SEC always plays in Atlanta. Then they all have their own stadiums that they play in for their championships. And then Oregon plays Penn State for the Big Ten. There's a game tonight for Boise State plays ULMV, University, Mexico, something. I don't know.
Oh, University of Las Vegas?
Yeah,
maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm from out of town.
Yeah.
University of North Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a North Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's it, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Northern, I don't know.
Las Vegas.
But yeah, so they're all the championships are this week. Then after that plays out, the committee chooses, who goes to the playoffs, and then they do the bowl games.
Dookie that a committee gets to pick. Yeah. That's like Vegas at its finest.
And, of course, Alabama with 3 losses is sitting right on the outside looking in. They could be bumped in. Yeah. Against Vanderbilt and Tennessee and Oklahoma, who went 5-5. Yeah.
Dude.
Typical Alabama.
So, speaking of football, because this is very, very important. So, last weekend, actually on Thanksgiving, of all places. So, you know how I called you or you called me or whatever. Or no, you called me and then you were on the phone with Mama. She thought she was talking to me.
Yeah.
And then I called you back when James and I were heading downtown. We ended up not finding a bar downtown that was open.
Oh, wow.
I heard everything was open, like the whiskey bar and then that.
I thought maybe around 10 o'clock at night, I guess it might open.
Yeah. The only thing that was open downtown was intermission, but I'm like, I'm not going to intermission. And I told James, I said, dude, we can go back to my house and finish watching football, or I can drive by the ticket that's by McGuire's, and if that's open, then I'll just go to the one on 9 Mile, because I haven't been to the one on 9 Mile.
Oh, yeah.
And so I said, he's like, all right, that's cool. So we drove by there. They were open. I was like, oh, bitching. So we went to 9 Mile. There, we're sitting there making mid-game bets and stuff. Didn't really do well on Thanksgiving as far as bet-wise go, but I made like a $70-something parlay that paid $4,700.
Damn.
And I had the Cowboys. Oh, hold on. I'll just pull it up.
I always hate the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If we win one game,
it's gonna be that one. So I had the Commanders to win. I had the Seahawks to win, the Raiders to cover a 13-point spread against Kansas City, Jaguars to cover a 5-point spread against the Texans, Vikings straight up, Buccaneers straight up, Bills, Packers, Cowboys, and Lions.
The Chiefs, by the way. They were, dude. Finish your. It should have been false start. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no illegal shift on an offensive lineman. If he sits down and bumps forward or does this, false start. Mm-hmm. He's waving his hand as the play. Then it's illegal shift. Play stands. Now,
course,
Raiders
that's
win.
how it goes.
Oh, God.
So $72 because when in my sports betting account, I like to have like even numbers. So I like it to be like if it's 1,500,
Kind of like pumping gas.
Yeah,
You better hit double zeros or I'm forcing another dollar in.
Yeah, exactly. So I had $72.75 left over to take it down to like an even zero.
Okay.
And so I took $72.75 and it would pay $4,713.81 if all of these things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I did this while James and I'm drinking straight Buffalo Trace on Thanksgiving night, watching the Packers do their thing.
Wow.
And James is over here obviously winning. I'm obviously losing. I'm like,
James makes more posts. It's like,
dude,
it's not even betting for him. It's just winning.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to download the app and do it, but I was like, no.
Yeah, James has a cheat code and it's unfair. I'm like,
just living through James right now. Like,
yeah. Did you see his $17,000 win?
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
And Will said, he's like, I want the size testicles James has to bet against Michigan on that one, whatever it was that he had a parlay on. I was like,
at first I thought it said 1,700. I was like, good win. I was like, wait, what? There's a period?
Yeah.
I was like, God, dog.
Yeah. Period's a comma.
Yeah.
So we went to Biloxi on Saturday.
Okay.
And so we picked up Odd from the airport. We went to Biloxi, played craps that night. Sunday we were leaving, and then we were going to Waffle House for breakfast. And then as we were in the car, James said, "You want to go back to Beau Rivage and play craps?" I said, "Yeah," because craps was great. We won like $1,000 Saturday night. And then we were going to play craps, won another 1,000.
Damn.
So
yeah.
And then we're watching the games that they have throughout the casino. And I'm thinking as part of this parlay that I bet on the Bengals. And the Bengals got and I was like, okay. Because the Steelers beat them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, there went my 72-75 parlay. That was going to pay $4,700. And I dropped James off at the airport. Odd and I were going to get food. We get to the restaurant. Right before we leave, I opened up the sports betting app because I was going to start making bets for the Sunday night game, for the Bills game. And it said 1 live. And I said, hold on. Why is that live? That should have lost at 3 o'clock when that game ended. And I was still alive with the Buccaneers.
Wow.
I was like, no way. No way. It was the Buccaneers and the Panthers.
Yeah.
And I told Audrey, I said, hold on. I have to see how this goes. And I don't know if you watched the Buccaneers and Panthers game.
A little bit.
But if you want the heart attack of a lifetime, imagine having $4,700 on the Buccaneers. And they're the next to the last leg because then you need the Bills to beat the 49ers. And so imagine watching the Buccaneers and the Panthers go at it, and the Panthers shouldn't be anywhere near this shit.
No.
Who the hell's Bryce Young? He's 3'1.5", and he's sitting there throwing a football that's the size of both his hands.
Yeah.
And how's that happen? They go into overtime, and I told Audrey, I'm like, we're screwed.
Yeah.
And then somehow the Panthers screw it up. The Buccaneers go in, they get their field goal. The Buccaneers win. I'm like,
damn,
no way. And I'm watching the cash out dwindle because the cash out was like $3,300. And I texted James. I said, should I cash out? And he's like, yeah. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to stay in. And so then I was like, all right, now I'm going to cash out. And it said $1,200. I said, that's fine. $1,200 for a $72 bet, cash out. And it said denied. I was like, what? What? So then I'm like, well, it looks like it's riding. And at dinner, when the Buccaneers lost the ball, I was like, I'm turning it off.
Yeah.
And then I was like, now I got to know. So I turned back on, and then they're still getting after it. Buccaneers ended up winning. Then I'm like, all right, now I need to cash it.
Yeah.
But then the cash out wasn't $3,300. It was only $3,000. I'm like, I think the Bills.
Oh, yeah. Especially in that type of climate, dude.
Yeah.
All that snow. Oh.
Yeah. And then San Francisco can't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And then McCaffrey went down.
Yeah. Oh, but what was funny is I made another $250 parlay with Christian McCaffrey and who's the running back for the Bills? Whoever their number one is.
Yeah, that's Dalvin Cook's brother. Number 4.
Yeah. Whatever it was. Yeah.
Him and another guy though. I don't know, man. They kind of like swap in and out so much.
Yeah, whatever it was. So I put 250 on them, and it paid like 350 or 375 or whatever. So I was fine with that. So that hit. Then the Bills won, and I won $4,713.
Damn.
And so now I have enough for a new watch, and I'm getting a new watch.
Nice.
So it finally hit. Like from I think the last podcast that we did, we were talking about the watches and stuff like that. So I was like,
yeah,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Dude, speaking of that Bills game, so they're recapping today. We're watching ESPN at the shop, and they were talking about Christian McCaffrey going down. And I don't know, you may have to bleep this out, but ESPN didn't, and it got silent on the set.
Oh no.
He's like, yeah, here's the footage from the 49ers against the Bills and all the snow and everything. It was a whiteout game, and then McCaffrey got hurt, so it was definitely a whiteout.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
and that's exactly like the other guy to stop, and it was dead silence, and we're dying laughing. In other news,
Yo, see, he had to recover quick.
yeah,
He had to recover
dude,
quick.
it was so f***ing awkward. I mean, I think it's funny. I don't care, whatever. It's comedy, whatever.
Yeah.
You should be able to make fun of everything, but yeah, he just said that, and it was like nothing. It was like somebody say something. It was like,
Yeah.
well, in other news, yeah, wow.
Oh shit.
But dude, I don't know if you've seen the slow motion of his leg.
Yeah, the ripple in his,
It's like his calf exploded and came up. Oh, dude.
He's hurting.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
And then one play on that game I thought was BS. It was the forward motion was stopped, and you could kind of tell like the players were just like, whatever. And the Bills guy has the ball, and he's kind of like just, oh, here you go, Josh Allen. Tossed it up. He takes it in for the – it's like, dude, the play was done. You can see the 49ers guy were like, all right.
Yeah.
Everyone had gave up, and then he just tossed it, and he runs in. It's like –
that right there, like, basically secures Josh Allen to win MVP.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he deserves it.
because
I
they're
think
going to use the
Bills
photo of him diving, Superman,
Yeah,
and like this.
yeah.
Dude, that's all you see, and it's like the play was dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone gave up, and he's just like, oh, here, take it.
Yeah. I'm not quitting until I'm on the ground. That's how I would view it. Dude,
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs should stop going to the Super Bowl. I hate to say that out loud because huge Chiefs guy. But I think the Bills deserve it. And I think it's also kind of screwed that now Stephon Diggs isn't there anymore. And now the Bills look even better than they have been the past 4 or 5 years.
The Chiefs have like 4 games where it was 3 points or less.
Yeah.
Blocking field goals, that BS with, illegal shift. You cannot illegal shift with the lineman.
Yeah.
It can't happen. And, play stands, whatever. So it's all these BS calls.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, it's going to run its course, And that right there, it's hard to script football, but Jerry Jones said it best. You're paid actors on my stage.
Yeah.
When you have kickers that can kick a ball 50 yards off a tee and hit the top of a water bottle and spin the cap, don't tell me you can't alter the course of a game.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks that can sit there and just dime dop one into a trash can from 100 yards. Okay.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going.
They
And
know
then
what
you
they're
get
doing.
the fucking refs involved making BS calls. It's like, all right, dude, this is starting to, I don't know, bit scripted. I don't know.
And so
The only ones that are playing.
Yeah.
So sorry to cut you off. The only ones that are playing their hearts out are the Lions.
Yeah.
With Dan Campbell, dude, he gets.
I love Dan Campbell. He doesn't give a shit. Like yesterday, he went for it on 4th and whatever and he got it the first time. The second time, no. Yeah. But I love his drive because he used to be a player. He used to be like a beat the lights out player.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about how he coaches, because he's coaching as if the fans want him to just like go for the win every time.
Dude, like they said, they were a one-win team before he took over.
Yep.
And they have all these analysis, and these people are like, they're experts, haven't coached a day in their life, never even played football. And today they were blowing them up this morning going, I mean, it's great that it worked out for them, but stats show, like that's a high percentage call, and you just should kick the field goal and play for overtime, or even if Green Bay drives and kicks field goal, play for overtime at the worst or whatever. There's 38 seconds left. That was a bad call. Yeah, it worked out, but it was a bad call. Dude, you are nothing.
Yeah.
And I think Dan Campbell, the only reason why I like it, and he's doing so good, because he's against the script. He's a wild card, and he's out there just pushing them. And, dude, these people are playing, man, and I don't know. I'm a big fan. I don't really care for the Lions, but I don't know. I got nothing against them.
The Lions and Dan Campbell are like the Donald Trump of the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like you never know what he's going to do. And I love that. Like I would love to see the Lions versus like the Bills or the Ravens.
I was about to say the Ravens.
It would be so bitchin', dude. Like the Chiefs is cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
Yeah.
But we've seen them in the Super Bowl the past several years. Yeah, that's fine. Give us something new on the buffet.
Dude, I tell you who's giving the big middle finger right now to the whole NFL is Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Dude,
the Steelers are coming out of nowhere. That's insane.
This dude's dropping dimes. It's like,
where the hell were you?
Yeah.
Also, Jameis Winston, even though the Browns are shitting, hilarious, but even though they're doing dookie, it's watching the Browns and Jameis Winston's really fun.
Dude, they had a meme the other day. It was like the Browns in the locker room after they lost. You know, and they have the donkey over here singing "The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon," and Shrek is over here like the rest of the team. But this is Jameis Winston, you know, constantly singing and being stupid, just being dumb, and they're just like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
Oh man, he is so damn. He's funny. Yeah, because you don't know what he's gonna say. It's like they just know put the microphone in front of his face, and he's gonna say something stupid.
Yeah,
off the wall.
It's gonna be a headline later.
Yeah, so. Like when he quoted Eminem's song, you know, like. It was like 8 Mile song. It's like,
yeah. That's
a wise man once said.
There was one Instagram reel I saw earlier today where Jameis Winston was on like this charter, like fishing charter or whatever, and then someone pulled like a small tuna in the boat, and he was trying to interview the tuna as it's flopping, and someone voiced over the tuna.
Dude, he'd be so damn cool to hang out with.
Yeah,
he's a freaking riot.
Yeah. So how about that healthcare CEO dude getting blasted out front of
dude? And I looked at it just before we came up here. They're thinking it's 2 people now involved. One obviously did the shooting, but other one helped the other guy escape somewhere in Central Park. Dude, they have no idea.
Central Park is huge.
Dude had a getaway bike. They interviewed this ex-FBI lady or whatever and said the way he handled the gun was like an expert.
Yeah,
right?
He went like some James Bond.
And then when it jammed,
shit.
He was very quick and knew exactly how to clear the chamber and then continue, you know, and then bolted on a bike. Ballsy, dude. And for what, though? I mean.
Did you hear about what was engraved on the casings?
I didn't hear what was said. I just said they said words were engraved on the casings, but I didn't know what it said.
Yeah, I don't remember the 3 words. I could probably look it up and tell you, but there was this guy on TikTok that was explaining what the 3 words meant, and it was like deny. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Yeah, because the guy was talking about how like it's the process in which insurance claims are submitted, like I guess processed, and then denied or accepted. And those 3 words were engraved. So it's the process.
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
Wow. That makes sense. I wonder, like, if that person, like, in his family made a claim and then, like, something happened to him or whatever and they got denied or whatever and he's, you know.
Yeah, deny, defend, and depose is what was engraved. So when they deny the coverage, they can defend their denial. And then if you want to appeal that, it's like depose.
Okay.
So
triple D.
Yeah. He got triple D'd in the back.
Yeah. Well, the 4th one needs to be death.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, that's crazy.
But to sit there and think about it, this is textbook premeditation.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he sat there, probably wore gloves.
Yeah, for how many hours waiting on this guy to walk right there? He had to scout it out, knowing this guy takes this path.
Well, it wasn't even that. He had a shareholder meeting at that hotel at 7 o'clock, and the meeting still happened without the CEO of the company.
Wow. Damn.
I think.
Inside job.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's someone at the healthcare company. And because how else would you know unless you were a shareholder? I mean, I'm sure it's like public knowledge. Like, okay, this is a shareholder investor / meeting, whatever. You could probably find that information.
Yeah, it has to be someone on the inside then.
But to know where the CEO is going to be walking and then to follow him, because you wouldn't know when the CEO is going to arrive.
Without,
you know when the meeting's starting.
Without information and scouting and all that. Yeah.
And where he's staying or where he's going to be coming from.
Damn.
So I think it's someone within the United Healthcare Company or whatever healthcare company it was.
Yeah,
I think I think they knew.
Oh yeah,
they did it, whatever. But
I just wonder why though. Like, were they trying to cover up or to off him? That was like some Boeing aircraft shit.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that the bullet casings were engraved is
way premeditated. Yeah, you just don't have that.
Yeah, that in.
To have them engraved is also meaning you're loading your own round,
mm-hmm.
you know, because you engrave a empty shell.
Yeah.
Then you're loading.
Because if you engrave a full shell, there's a risk that bitch is going to go off.
So he definitely loaded his own bullets and shit. So
oh, dude, that's so crazy. Yeah. And then I don't know if you've seen the latest like mugshots, not mugshots, but like surveillance footage of this guy who I guess they've tracked through New York City. Then they found a partial image of his face at like some counter or whatever, and he's smiling, interacting with the person, and someone said like, "Oh, he's definitely done this before." Yeah, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
And that just shows you how like in a second, no amount of martial arts training or any sort of street tactics that you may have.
Walk up behind you and off you.
Yeah. If someone has a backpack and a puffy jacket, you don't know if they have a silenced pistol in their shirt.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. But if they get frisked and thrown to the ground and whatever, then it's like, police brutality.
Yeah. Yeah. See, police have a hard job.
Yeah.
They have actually not hard, impossible job.
Yeah. Like that's a normal guy. He just looks cold. Oh, he just shot a man.
Oh, yeah. See. But now if I go throw him down on the ground, I'm going to get in trouble because if I use a little bit too excessive of force, now I'm going to be blasted all over the news. Dog shit.
There you go. Welcome to America.
America 2024.
Yeah. And we haven't even done a podcast since Daddy's been elected.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I have AIDS. When we were
okay, that's how you want to come out.
I broke the glass on that one.
Yeah, just gonna throw that out there.
So we were on this wine tour, and I made sure after this lady said this that I stayed the away from them. We were on the wine tour where we found this wine, and so it was like I think maybe about like 8 to 10 of us on this tour, and so we were sitting with this couple that was from Las Vegas, and so it was the Las Vegas couple, me and Odd, and then on the table behind us was 4 more people. Yeah, it was 8 because then there were 2 over here. So it's 10. So I heard behind us the couple that were conversing or whatever because we were eating. So I was eavesdropping. And they were like, "Oh, where are you from?" They're like, "Oh, we're from Boston and blah, 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 this, that, and the other." And they're like, "Oh, you're from America?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they were asking about the election. Like, "Oh, were you happy with the election results?" You're like, "No, but thank God we got the out of America right after it happened." And in my mind, I'm thinking, bitch, you still got to come back. Like, you can't just stay in Europe because odds are you don't have citizenship in these countries.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm listening.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah. Like, thank God I got out of there after he was elected so I didn't have to deal with it. And like I said, you still have to go back.
Yeah.
But then she just sat there and was shit talking Trump and how he was sexist and racist. I was like, he's not. He's not.
Yeah.
But whatever you want to believe. I mean, that's just whatever.
Then old Biden pardoning his son.
Hilarious.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Hilarious.
And they show all these clips. No one's above the law. No one's above the law. No one's above the law. Unless your last name is Biden.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
He probably forgot he said that.
Yeah.
The ice cream was too good.
I never said that. Okay.
Just goes to show you ice cream leads to dementia.
Yeah.
Too much ice cream and you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's the lactose. Lactose leads to dementia.
Yeah.
There's been a
he's lactose retarded.
Yeah, there's been a political experiment done here on Joe Biden himself. The more ice cream you consume, the more likely you are to get dementia.
I wonder what his favorite flavor is.
Yeah, I don't know. Cocaine flavored. Cocaine flavored ice
The white
cream.
stuff. Yeah. Joe, you're not supposed to snort your ice cream.
I'm saying.
I seen my son do it. What?
Who said that? You did too. Ice cream.
Yeah. Just walks around. Ice cream. Ice cream. That's the only thing in his mind. Yeah.
Dude, oh my Lord. Did you see on Halloween all the families that got selected to go trick or treat at the White House? Oh my Lord. It is the funniest shit in the world. So this lady was carrying her baby up to trick or treat.
Oh my God.
And she held up the baby. There's pictures being taken, as they do. And Joe Biden like slowly went down and then grabbed the baby's foot and put it in his mouth.
Oh my God.
I died laughing because it said, and Joe Biden in the year 2024 doing the Halloween trick-or-treat at the White House. Oh, and he put the baby's foot in his mouth. I was like, God, why would you do that? The optics of that are awful, but they didn't blast that all over social media. But I want
to. So good, just like ice cream.
Your toes taste like ice cream.
Yeah.
What? What flavor socks are these?
Yeah. My favorite ice cream, Johnson & Johnson. Baby lotion.
Baby lube.
Oh, my God.
Johnson & Johnson baby lube.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez, dude. I was like, how? Why? Why do you do that?
Yeah.
You are the
some
president.
stranger with their, And we just had COVID, 4 years ago, and now you're eating feet.
You're sucking on toes.
Yeah.
The vaccine works. Watch me lick this baby's toes.
Yeah, exactly.
Biden's going to get diddied real fast. That's
Oh, my
not
God.
even going to be fair. And then I have AIDS. Because then Joe Biden said, Trump said, we're going to try to create peace. We're going to end the war with Ukraine and Russia. And it seems like almost immediately when Trump said that, Biden said, hey, guess what, Ukraine? You can use nuclear missiles or high. What was it? It was some sort of high-speed missile or nuclear, ballistic, whatever the it was.
And guaranteeing the war will be over by the end of the year. It's like,
and then Biden's, when he approves this, it's like, but motherfucker, Trump just said he was going to try to fix this. Yeah. So what you're just pissing off the beehive? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to extract the bees. The bees are going to be moved to a safe location. Meanwhile, the head like Sid from Toy Story's kicking the beehive.
Yeah.
I don't approve of Sid kicking the goddamn beehive. What the fuck you doing, Sid?
Dude, I think it's so funny, like how Kamala raised all these millions of dollars, and now she's $20 million in debt.
And then Trump said he was going to pay it off, or offered to pay it off
because he was in the black, $30 million. You know, and it's like, dude,
I love that. That's so.
Don't worry, I'll pay your debt.
I'll pay your daddy. Will pay it.
Yeah,
dude, I have the over on Inauguration Day when Trump is like, so he walks up to the podium. Like all of this plexiglass because they're not going to get my boy twice.
Yeah.
He walks up to the microphone. It's going to be him. Hello. Like you hear the hellos.
Yeah.
And then he finally, and the woo.
Yeah.
And he waits for it to die down. And he's like, Daddy's home. I have the over on him doing that. If he doesn't do that, I'm going to be highly disappointed in my vote.
Oh my God, dude.
If he says that, I'm gonna lose my shit. Dude.
Every liberal is gonna be bawling their eyes out.
He's called himself daddy. Yeah. He's not my daddy. He's not my father. Okay. Well, you identify as a leaf in a caterpillar asshole. I don't give a what you think. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Daddy's home. Dude, that magic. That would be the coolest thing. And every history book for his inauguration would have to have that quote, Daddy's home.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be so awesome. Oh, that would be such a big dick Trump move.
Yeah. And you can just hear the book saying it. And then he walked up to the podium
and said, and I quote, Daddy's home.
Oh man,
dude, that'd be so perfect, man.
Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna go, man. It's gonna be freaking nuts.
Yeah,
like this month is gonna just kind of like go on through, you know, and I think next month is gonna rile it up.
Yeah, and I don't know if you pay attention to the stock market at all, but just in the past month, it's gone insane since the election.
The night after Tesla went up like 15 billion, within 2 days he was up 25 billion just because of Trump being elected. And now he's about to work with that other guy and start looking at all this stupid stuff we spend money on.
Yeah.
Like $25 million a year for some scientist to study this bear shit.
Yeah.
To see his habitat.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, they spent $770,000 on research for Amelia Earhart's airplane. Bitch, let her just rest in peace.
Dude, you want to get real pissed off? Look how many millions that we spend for advertisement for Egyptian vacations and like for people to go visit the pyramids and shit. Look it up, dude. You are going to be pissed off.
Why the doesn't Egypt pay to advertise in America?
Yeah.
That's not our problem.
No shit. Yeah, dude, it's a whole thing, man. And now, and then obviously all the federal employees that got to go home and work for, after the cough, they are mandatory now going to have to come back to the office at least 5 days a week. So now all these people are sitting at home collecting these huge paychecks, and they probably work, they said, on average 8 to 10 hours a week. But now they're going to have to come to the office for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And now they're all bitching. Yeah, dude, they are so pissed.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, but good. I mean, and I love how they called this new program Doge. Yeah. Like Dogecoin.
Yeah.
And of course, Dogecoin doubled. Yeah. It's like, that's funny.
Yep. Dude, they're so lost right now. They don't even know who to point the finger at because they were told one thing, but then all of a sudden now something else has happened. They've been exposed, and it's like, oh, well, now we don't even know where we stand with our own freaking group. And it's like, yeah, now you got Whoopi Goldberg on freaking The View. She's like defending Trump on some stuff, and then the people they get on there, and it's like, yeah, y'all are exposed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, dude, y'all are all over the damn place, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like,
because they're worried. Yeah, they're worried that Trump's going to be like, you're fired. Yeah, you're fired. You're definitely fired.
Yeah, like, dude in charge of the FBI, he's gone. Secret Service, yeah, that dude's in a shit house.
Dude, I love it. I love watching this shit show just happen because they all didn't think Trump was going to get elected in the first place, like back in 2016.
Yeah, and he couldn't do much because he was held back because he didn't have the House and the Senate. Yeah. Now Daddy owns it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy's home. Come on, that.
Yeah.
I got the over.
Yeah, now all this stuff, they're like, oh, well, why didn't he put it in place the first time, huh, since he's so good? Because your freaking group are the ones that wouldn't let it.
Y'all shot everything down.
Yeah, guess what? Now you're being shot down.
Yeah.
And
they hate it, and I love it. That's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, I woke up the next morning, I was taking a shit, and I was like, oh my God, he won.
Yeah. Dude, I had to film the night of the thing, and they still didn't call Pennsylvania yet. By the time I got home, I was like, y'all are being dickheads.
Yeah, dude, that was the whole swing, man. And then next thing you know, he didn't just win, he spanked that ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And then what I love so much is people who still are salty about the Biden win in 2020 because they're like, so this was supposed to be one big revenge against the Democratic Party from the Republicans. Yeah. And even though this was supposed to be like a historic turnout, it still wasn't as many voters as 2020.
Yeah.
During the cough.
Yeah.
When you literally had to social distance, because I remember having to social distance from 6 feet down the road at the church that we had to vote at.
Oh, dude. So even the governor of California, they replayed it on TikTok. They're like, hey, remember when the country looked like this? And he come out for Thanksgiving and the holidays. Mm-hmm. No more than like 3 parties of the family, no more than this. You can only stay in the house at a minimum of like 2 hours together, like all these stupid fucking rules.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
you can't take more than 15 breaths in 30 seconds.
And then all of a sudden you have these historic numbers that spike in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. And he wins, and it's the most numbers they've ever seen. This year's numbers, if you go back, the previous elections are all in the same. That one were, dude, way up there.
Yeah, see, and there's no way.
Yeah.
It's because dead people were voting.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like this year, my grandpa voted Democrat for the first time.
That's right.
Too bad he died 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's so bullshit, dude.
Yeah. I love it, though. F 'em.
Yeah. And then they got on to Trump for doing all the shit that they did.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you watched.
They put their own shit and blamed it on him and try to make him look like that. And like, how could someone like this person? You're the one that is that way.
Yeah.
If you put the blame on someone else, now the blame's off of you, but now it's coming back around and it's like, no, it ain't him. You know what I mean? It's like.
And they were sitting there saying that Trump was going to pardon himself and they were going to do this. And
God forbid he does that.
Yeah. But then you got, this is my favorite thing. Joe Biden denied the Hunter Biden laptop thing 3 times, at least three that I've seen.
Yeah, he should
3
be in jail.
different times, and then said, "Oh, I'm gonna pardon him on the laptop thing."
Yeah.
Well, what laptop thing, Joe? Mr. Ice Cream Man.
And the reason why Trump couldn't really investigate Hillary is because it got shot down. Well, now. It's like, hey, yeah, let's investigate that. See you later in jail there, Joe, because what you just did was way worse than grabbing her by the pussy.
Yeah. That's just a Tuesday. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm a billionaire.
Might bowling ball her asshole later.
Yeah, exactly. Going bowling.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hole in one.
Yeah. Any holes of gold when Trump's around.
That's right. Oh, I ain't mad at him either.
Hell no. Bowling ball me for a couple mil. Yes, sir, Daddy.
You can pay me off. I don't give a shit.
Pay me off. Get me off. I don't care. Something with off and money.
Yeah. As long as there's 2 commas and something, I'm good.
As long as I keep my socks on, it's all good, bud.
That's right. I need 2 commas at least.
Yeah. I need a comma per hole.
That's right. I like it. Any hole's a goal.
Oh, man. This is good.
Oh, man. So
I can't wait.
What's been going? Yeah, dude. Inauguration day when he says daddy's home.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the wars overseas, I thought this was too funny, and I saved the picture. I know it's probably old now, and you're probably, oh, yeah, I've seen that, but it was new at the time before you went on your Europe vacation. So North Korean soldiers were deployed in Russia and was helping fight and everything. But little did they know from the Russian side that these guys don't get internet access.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now they are gorging on porn after gaining internet access for the first time.
Holy the shit. You see that they're having sex on the TV.
Yeah. They are 10,000 soldiers were heavily restricted internet access in North Korea, but now they're browsing on Western servers because you can only imagine what horse stuff they're doing over there.
Oh my God, they have the elephant trunk. They got
Exactly.
They got the elephant trunk going tar over there.
Exactly. Oh, they fucking deleted. Oh, good God.
What the hell that was?
Yeah, exactly.
What type of wiener that
Dude,
is?
I could only imagine. Oh, God. Could you imagine taking a black light in their damn bunk room after that?
He'd be like, this shit's supposed to be cream. Why ain't no cream? Why ain't come everywhere?
Exactly.
Goddamn, come right here. You come everywhere. Come.
Oh, man. Why the is it on your cheek?
God damn it, ring, why the have come on face?
Dude, I laughed so hard when I read that. I was like, oh, my God.
Dude, speaking of Korea, not North, but South Korea just went under martial law.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, wow. I don't know why. I probably should have prepared for that, but they. I saw it on the news like 2 or 3 days ago at the gym, and now they're just throwing all this shit out there. That's like, martial law in South Korea. I'm like, wow, what the?
I did not flew this.
So they better.
But other than that, I mean, there's some cool movies coming out this 2025, along with Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know which one I'm more excited. I kind of think I am, but so I'm gonna list these off. See how you feel.
Okay.
Stop me when you say that one.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'm gonna pull up this sandwich, and then I have an affogato story from Italy.
Sweet. And then we'll end it with that.
Yeah, we'll round it off.
So we're gonna start with Shrek 5.
Dude, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Ice Age 6.
I don't know where they're gonna go with that because I haven't watched Ice Age since like the second or third one, so we'll see.
Toy Story 5.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And Super Mario Brothers 2.
Okay, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah,
that and Shrek. That's close. That's so close.
Yeah, Shrek. They better do it right. I'm a little bit offended they didn't call me to be Donkey or Shrek, but that's fine. I'll let Eddie
write
Murphy,
the movie.
Yeah, something like let me play something. I'll do my
Yeah.
first animated movie for free, and then after that, when they see the value I bring, then I'll start.
So on the Shrek picture though, like it's looks like that, but then like you zoom in, and I'm just like wondering what this guy's doing in the back. Like what is that?
searching for something. I don't know.
Who knows where they're going to take this story? But
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah, good
All right.
stuff.
So actually, instead of 2, I have 3 stories.
Bring it.
So we looked up this restaurant place, and I don't remember it because it's Italian, but it's where we had that wine that I showed you downstairs. Mm-hmm. They had this sandwich here. So this sandwich, it's posted on Facebook, but that is 18-month aged prosciutto that they age in-house.
Bitch.
Delicious.
How was the bread?
It's focaccia made in-house daily. Yummy, thin, crunchy, but not too crunchy, not to where it's gonna excoriate like
Captain
your mouth.
Crunch.
Yeah. Perfect bite. The tomatoes fresh.
Yeah.
Nice crisp to them with arugula. White truffle. It's so that we went there 3 times.
The bitch, I would eat that every day.
Yeah, I almost wanted to, but Audrey's like, we have to eat somewhere else. I'm like, I don't. It's 12 minutes from the hotel. I can walk there.
Wine and that sandwich, I'm done.
Yeah.
There's my vacation.
Dude, and you could literally eat that every day because it was so fucking delicious. And I think by the 3rd time, the guy's like, hey, y'all want the same thing? I'm like, yes.
He knew English.
See.
You walk in, he's like, howdy, cowboy.
You look like you're from America.
Hey there, American.
Yeah.
Want your sandwich?
So, have you heard of an affogato?
Like an avocado, but not?
No, an affogato is it's gelato with 2 espresso shots on it.
Completely wrong. Yeah.
Okay,
No, I wasn't even in the same ballpark.
So we looked up on TikTok like places to get affogatos, and they recommended this place called Vivoli's. So one night after we were done eating dinner, we went to this like speakeasy bar type thing. Had a old fashioned. She had an espresso martini, both yummy. They stamp the ice cubes with dragonflies.
Bitch.
So Mama and my mom would absolutely love that. I was like, that's fucking bitchin'.
That's cool.
And I'll put a picture of that right here because I took a picture of it. I just don't know where it's at, but I have the affogato pulled up. Anyway, so we walked by Vivoli's. Vivoli's had a line inside wrapped around, out and down the street.
Damn.
And I looked at Audrey, I said, I don't want an affogato that bad. I don't give a shit what it tastes like. It's not that good.
Can I DoorDash it?
Yeah, really. And she's like, you want to look somewhere else? And I said, no. And I started walking. She's like, well, where are we going? I said, the Lord will lead me to where I need an affogato.
Yeah.
And she said, all right. It's cold as shit, by the way. So we're just blindly walking in Florence.
Where are we going? We're going to get a sandwich.
Yeah, back to the sandwich place. So we're walking, and she's like, I really would like to know where we're going, if we're getting an affogato or not. And I'm looking at my phone because I'm like trying to zoom into different shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the where the I'm at.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know where to begin.
And I look up to answer her, and there's this bright pink sign that said David, like the statue of David. And I said, that's a gelato shop. We're going there. The Lord led us to an affogato that looked like that.
Damn.
And very, very yummy.
Wow.
So in Florence, they're known for a couple things. One is their meat, their Florentine meat. So it's like a Tuscan region, and they have a lot of cows and shit that graze the area and keep the shit trimmed. And so they're really proud of their meat. So they recommend, based off the things that they feed them, that you try the meat rare. And so I said, yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. And I did. Delicious.
Yeah. Because they don't have any of the bullshit that we have over here.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, look, David, affogato, let's go there. And it seems like a tourist trap. But once I looked it up, they had better reviews than Vivoli.
Yeah.
Tried
That's
it.
The tourist shop.
Yeah. Okay. Tried it. Silky smooth gelato. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it was like pudding, but it was ice cream.
Damn.
With espresso. Delicious, dude. Delicious.
Damn.
I went there twice. And then one night, it was actually our last night. We walked by Vivoli and there was no line. I'm like, because they're all like David.
Yeah.
We went to Vivoli.
They're all fucking David.
Yeah. They're all fucking David with his tiny wiener.
It's very cold.
Yeah, it's very cold. It was in Florence, November. So we went to Vivoli to try an affogato. Not as good as David.
There you go.
If you're ever in Florence, go to David, not Vivoli. Yeah. Lance approved. So downtown at the old Sacred Heart, they have a gelato place called Lamont. Okay. And the lady who owns it with her husband used to work at Iron. I went there the other day with James to get an affogato. 7 out of 10. David was 10 out of 10. So without having to pay several $1,000s
but to me, I haven't David yet.
Yeah, so
for his affogato.
Yeah, so if you go to Lamont,
probably a 10. Yeah. Because you had the real,
Yeah, so go there, get it with baseline vanilla gelato.
Yeah.
The espresso.
You've had David's cream, I haven't.
Yeah, so David's cream superior. Not Vivoli. I don't know. That might be a training name. I don't know. Yeah. Vivoli, but not David. David's cream with the espresso tits.
Nice.
All right. So last thing right here.
But not least.
We accidentally stumbled upon a Michelin-starred restaurant that we had a reservation to. We didn't know it was Michelin-starred when we had the reservation.
Oh, damn.
We show up. We see all their Michelin stars for the years that they've won. I'm like,
damn.
What the
My bank account's about to be.
Yeah. And it wasn't. It was only $300 or €300.
Yeah.
And you'd think for Michelin star, 1,000. Yeah. So the line is down the thing and wrapped around the building for reservations. I'm like,
damn.
I'm sorry. Is this the reservation line? And it was. I was like, okay. And
you're the only one going, no. I have a reservation. They're like, so do we, mother.
Yeah, I felt like the biggest dick. My American ass being a dickhead in Italy was.
You walk straight to the front. We have reservations. So do they.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah. You're last on the reservation. Oh, for 7 o'clock.
We go by name length, and you're dead last.
Yeah. Your last name's 10 letters. We can't even spell that high.
Yeah. In Italy, our board to write on is this long.
Yeah, exactly.
Your name went off of it. So you're off the reservation.
That's the Euro board.
Yeah.
So the reason why they've won the Michelin stars is for this specific dish called Grandma's lasagna. Oh. So naturally, with our grandma making the best lasagna we've ever had,
the best,
I feel very or overly qualified to try this dish.
Yeah.
The other reason why they won it was their dessert lineup, which is dog shit. So I get the Grandma's lasagna looking like that. Presentation, maybe like a 6.5, 7 out of 10.
What's with all the white ricotta or something?
Yeah, it was made with ricotta.
Okay. I
try it. It's like a mushy, snaily, creamy, just awful texture. And
little old country grandma from Georgia can cook better than y'all.
That's exactly what I said. I said, I need to have a word with the chef, please.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother makes superior lasagna, and she waddles around the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know who Michelin is, and his star sucks, but Faye Johnson has 10 stars.
Yeah, Faye needs all... whatever that address is down the road.
She needs a whole galaxy.
Yeah.
Right? She don't need a star.
Yeah. She has a constellation of Michelin.
She has a whole planet called Uranus.
Yeah.
My grandma's anus. Okay.
Yeah. And when I gave a bite to Audrey, I said, I didn't even tell her that Mama's was better. I said, try this. Yeah. She tried it. I said, now I have a question for you. This or Mama's lasagna? She said, Mama's lasagna.
Yeah.
Obviously. It's not even close. Mama is beating a Michelin-starred Italian chef. I don't think you guys realize how insane that is to say out loud. That our grandma from Georgia is beating a Michelin star Italian.
I'll say there's no Italian in us, and the only Italian in Mama is if she met the guy. You know what I
mean? We are the furthest thing from Italian, and Mama's out there kicking ass making lasagna, dude.
You go, girl.
Yeah, I was like
85 years young, you get it.
Mm-hmm. You make that lasagna.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Nice.
Well, that does it for today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go get Mexicana comida. So,
after drinking yummy wine.
Yeah. So, orange wine, and then this one you haven't had yet, but we'll open it up
another night, next podcast.
Yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let us know if you have any topics you want us to talk about down in the comment section below, any drinks, whatever. Yep. And we'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Let's see if he still has it.
Oh, behind yeah.
Still got it. Oh, there it is. I knew it.
Bye.